All right, a lady has racked up over 200 million views on YouTube. I'm sorry, on TikTok for sharing 50 installments, or it's going to eventually be 50 installments of red flags she now knows about her ex-husband. She didn't see him while she was dating and started to notice when they were married, like all these crazy lies and fraud and talking to fake people and having a fake job. Everything about it was just bizarre lies and red flags. And we just had our significant others on, well, most of ours. Jason's wife's going to join us on our next show, and then Squid's mom, because he's single, will join us as well. Or we might try to get one of his exes, maybe.
Why not?
But we're going to share what we think our red flags are for each other. If we all were single, currently single, like if Katie just was single today, and somebody's like, hey, does she have any red flags? Then we'd say, well, you might want to look out for this.
And we're only doing one red flag each for each person.
All right.
Okay?
Can I get mine out of the way?
Sure.
All right. Matt, what's the red flag for me?
Oh, you mean
all of us do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were going first.
No, I'm excited about mine. I'm excited to share mine. I don't want to hear mine. I just want to get over with because
he wants to hear
victim.
For the reason he wants to hear his first, so he knows how hard to come at you.
Is that true?
I think Jason's projecting a little bit, but I already have mine. I have mine written down. I don't think they're changing. I really thought about these.
Good, so I can do the real one.
Okay. But I have the option to change.
Yes.
Jared, I think your red flag is if you could walk around with a billboard above your head that said, I'm Jared from Jared and Katie in the Morning, I think you would.
Yeah, of course I would. I'm sorry you don't like promoting the station.
He already kind of does.
No, it's not promoting the station. It's promoting yourself.
Yes, absolutely.
Like you will go on social media and use one burner account to post something from another one of your accounts that you have access to that will promote you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't disagree. Well done.
Okay.
That's Jared's red flag.
If you don't like the self-promoter, keep moving. Again, we're pretending if we're single, this would be our red flags.
That we would tell a potential suitor
You're
of
right,
yours.
Exactly.
Yes. All right.
Squid, go ahead. What is
yes,
my
I have
top
my
red
notes
flag?
here. I would say that Jared, you're unaccountable at times. And I saw a tweet the other day, and it was like, apologies without change is manipulation. And I'm like, that's Jared.
Oh.
That's Jared. Yeah. You'll be like, oh, my bad, dude. And then, like, you'll be like, oh, it's no problem. And then it, like, happens the next day. You're like, oh, my bad, dude. And then it just, like, it's just like that. So
I would ask for an example, but I know you don't have one. So we'll keep moving on.
Too many.
I'm trying to think, what do I apologize to Squid for? But yeah, okay, maybe. I could disagree with that, but I don't want to. I don't have the energy. All right.
Because normally you do have the energy when you disagree.
Yeah. I know. I was just thinking, I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I'll go. Jared, your red flag is you are lazy as hell and I can't stand it.
Okay.
You are. You just are. You're lazy. You're self-proclaimed too. But in other aspects, that would be, I would say, be prepared if there was a suitor that was asking, does Jared have red flags? I would say be prepared to do everything for him because he cannot do it himself.
Yeah. Okay. And
Don't fire back.
I'm not firing back.
Okay, I was worried.
I could see that from your perspective.
Yes.
But then in my actual marriages and relationships, not the case.
Okay,
if anything, I'm doing more than the other person.
I'm only going based on my relationship
the evidence
with you.
that we see.
Yes. The things I experience on a daily basis.
Right.
Yes.
All right, Jason Goodman.
All right, so this is
One. Just
What I
doing
would say is,
Yeah, we know how you do.
I thought about saying
yesterday. I was thinking.
but today.
Reminder: this is just my opinion, so don't get all bent out of shape. I think Jared's red flag is that relationship can change your values and morals that you have.
Ooh, that's heavy.
All right, whose turn is it now? I just don't have the energy. I didn't take my blood pressure medication.
We know you don't have the energy. She just said you were lazy.
Which I disagree with, but that's fine.
My blood pressure is, but the lack of meds is making me so tired.
Yeah, it's like, I know I was worried my heart's going to explode if I start fighting back. All right.
You disagree with Katie that you're not lazy?
Oh, I know I'm not.
That's unaccountable.
It's like it's kind of yeah.
Squid rests his case.
Yeah. Squid, I'm never apologizing to you again. Yeah. I think you're projecting about some things. All right, let's go. Let's do Matt. Matt's red flags. He's probably the hardest one to nail down.
Yes.
I'll go first. If you were single and on the market and someone said, what is a red flag about Matt? I would say, he has kissed at least 5 guys. That is a major red flag.
Okay. Just affectionate.
Yeah.
Now,
we were forced to change your name back to Matt, which is fine.
Uh-huh.
but the reason is because he kissed 5 guys. That would be a red flag for a lot of women. Okay. Right? All right.
Some
Okay.
women,
And
some
I didn't
women won't
change it.
care.
It was written down. I didn't change it.
Some women might not care.
No, some wouldn't.
Yeah.
But I think some would be like, a red flag. We all have red flags.
Okay.
Well, I don't know what to say.
No, sometimes better not say anything. I've learned fighting back really doesn't do any good.
It does not.
It just turns into
Did
like,
that just
Yeah.
start today?
In some, I get it though. And in some instances, you're like, just take it.
just take
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
Even,
he's
if
got
it's,
what
even
it
if
is.
it's not true, just take it.
Yeah.
But in that case, it's true.
God, I had to have backup. I was ready for you to fire back at me today. Just
Yeah.
now. I'm like, hello?
Yeah.
Put his fist down.
Took the wind out of your sails.
Plus, I have your red flag, so we can get into it
Oh
later.
Yeah.
God. Okay, Squid. What is Matt's red flag?
This was tough, but I would say his resting bitch face. You get tired of looking at it. Like eventually, you might be like nice in the beginning, but when it's like every day, like I'm like, damn, like show something, like I don't know, like if you're happy or sad, like
That
just
could
show
be
me
frustrating.
something.
Yeah, the
yeah.
number of times in my marriage that my wife has either said "fix your face" or "tell your face you're not upset." It's alarming.
You'd be a rich man.
It's
if you get
alarming.
a
Yeah.
dollar for each time.
Yeah.
All right, Katie or Jason?
Yeah. So Matt, my red flag for you, and maybe you guys can help me put this into better words, but like the sentiment is to go with the flow, but that's bad because if I were dating you or telling somebody yes, just be aware that he doesn't have an opinion on anything. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think when you're dating somebody, you want them to be
Passion,
passionate
yes,
about
no passion.
something,
Yeah.
and go with the flow sounds. Oh, that sounds easy.
Right.
That sounds fine. Like that's not a red flag, but I almost feel like it is a red flag because you don't care one way or the other, and that's bad.
Because my wife does say she feels like sometimes I just say yes because it's what she wants,
Yes.
and then
Yes.
she feels guilty.
Right.
And I'm like, well, that's your problem.
Yeah.
Do you know?
Yeah, right,
It's
exactly.
like if you never disagreed or you never had an opinion, that would be boring really fast.
Right.
There are a couple things that, and Hannah would vouch for this, that if it is something I do care about, I will fight for it, and we will go back and forth on it. But if not, it's like I'm just going to roll over.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it doesn't phase.
And it's probably a small percentage of things that you care about.
Yeah, it's like huge, like
Like
things that
Jason would
really
be on
matter.
the other spectrum of caring
Yes.
about way too much stuff.
Correct.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And the rest of us would fall somewhere between you and Jason.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got
Squid
it.
would be closer to you. about
Okay, there's
having
my
no-
red flag from
No,
Jared.
not a red flag. I didn't say it's a red flag. I'm just saying.
You just said that. You
No.
said the one thing, he just said it.
No, it's spectral. I'm saying you.
Messed up.
Yeah, I did ask
I didn't
for
say it was a
help.
red flag.
No.
Yeah,
You're just
Katie
talking about
asked
the
for help.
spectrum. Yeah.
I didn't say it was a red
No.
flag.
And I with the spectrum,
Well,
but like I
yeah.
did ask for help though.
I said Jason
So-
cares about. Is that a red flag?
Okay.
You could
Okay.
argue it's a green.
Is this mine for
Yes,
Matt?
this is yours.
All right, so I think a red flag for Matt, and and I probably were talking about relationships if he was single, whatnot, but maybe just in general. I think a red flag for Matt is that a lot of people think he has little to no emotion at times.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's not true. He pushes the emotion down
Yes.
deep, and
Oh,
it builds up, and
yeah.
it builds up, and it builds up, and one day he is going to explode.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you got to watch out
Yeah.
for.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
That's a good one.
you don't
Yeah.
want to be the one next to the bomb when the wick hits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you agree with that, Matt, or no?
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
said
there's a lot of stuff that I realize that arguing or fighting back or doing something is not going to change it, so I just move on. But you can only do that so much until something small is going to set you off.
And I think that when you
Yeah.
do that, and it's still building up slightly. It's almost like you're telling yourself, I don't want to take this in because I know it's going to start building up and build it up. So my best go-to is I'm just going to let it go and go the other way because I know if I go towards it, it's going to start building up. But I think over time, the little things keep building and building and building
Yeah.
and building and building.
Yeah.
I think if Matt ran for president, he'd be like, "You can vote for me or not. Nothing's going to change."
Or don't.
Well, it's
Yeah, I
like
don't care.
Yesterday, an
And then he
example.
sets off the nuclear weapon.
Red button.
around the holidays.
Well, it's like yesterday, for some reason, one Facebook post set me off.
Oh, I
you're
love
right.
it.
One
did.
Facebook
Oh,
post
really?
set me off out of
Yes.
nowhere. Oh yeah, we
Oh,
went
yeah,
all
yeah,
around.
yeah. That
Like
was-
one. There's no reason that Facebook post should. But it's just like I saw it, and I'd been dealing with some stuff with the other part of my job and I just saw that Facebook post. I was like, this MF
yeah.
is such. And I lost it.
You brought it to
Didn't
all of our
really
attention.
lose it too bad. I loved it. I love that you were passionate about that.
Well, yeah,
because-
you like it because we were all in agreement.
Well,
yeah.
Jason was
We
kind of defending.
weren't. We were not
No,
for a second.
I was like-
his old foosball pal came back all of a sudden.
First of all, let me tell you, I was totally in agreements that yes, he is what he is. But I was not in agreements. I wanted to make sure he couldn't have really done that. Was really that his intention? What's the agenda? What is he trying to do?
If that had been on your personal page,
Oh, my
you
gosh.
would have
no.
Call the
sent out
police.
someone to
Yeah.
murder him.
Yeah.
I don't think I did
Cold
now.
blood.
You would have defaced the side of our building if that was on your page.
Yeah, we would have 3 walls instead of 4.
But
A little
I did,
insight.
when we discussed it, I did say, isn't what he's saying, if that's true, the exact opposite? And
Yeah.
it's actually a compliment.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah,
it's
yeah.
like, it's so
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
And ironically, it was the best return reply that I've ever heard our IT guy ever make on
Oh,
social media.
It was
Oh,
the
yeah.
best thing ever.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Go to our Facebook page if
Yeah.
you want to look it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a
That
comment
really
from a
did.
certain person.
Well
It's in the
done.
comments. Drew was. I
It was
mean,
great.
it made me love Drew. And with Matt, like not caring about or seemingly not caring about stuff, but when he does. I'm finally like, I almost feel like him as dad. I'm like, oh, good job.
God,
Like when,
yes.
like when he said, I'm going to spend however much money to go see the Lions, and I don't care. I'm going to drive there in the snow and do it. I'm like, he's
Yes.
alive. He's alive.
He's living.
It's a
Yeah.
heartbeat. This is great.
Uh-huh.
All right, we're doing red flags that we think for each other. Let's go to Squid.
Okay.
Did we do
Okay.
Squid? No, we haven't done Squid.
No, we
yet.
have not.
I think my mom might have called in too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
To give your red flag?
To give my red flag.
oh,
yeah.
nuts. Do we miss?
Can we do it tomorrow?
I
He's
won't
not
be-
here tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right, let's go do that since we're talking about it.
Yeah.
Let's go to Mama Squid. Good morning, Mama Squid.
Hello.
Good morning.
Hey,
Well,
Mom.
I know this is awkward because you're not. You're not
Oh, she's so pleasant. We love
I
you.
know.
Yeah.
I know you're not dating your son, nor do you want to. So, but what would be? He doesn't have a significant other right now. So, what would you say if someone were to start dating your son? I know this is hard. His number one red flag would be.
Well, I would warn them, and I tell you, I would warn his lady friend.
Mhm.
Do not let him get hungry, because when he gets hungry, he's like a different varmint. He is just a different person.
Different farm.
That's
Different
one thing.
Does he come across rude?
Do what?
Does he come across rude or angry?
Very, very.
I've
Oh,
never
All the
seen him
above.
hungry.
Maybe we
I'll
should
be
starve
above.
him before he does work here.
yeah. Making him work for food. That dude be hustling.
He's a different human. And then don't let him get sleepy. Oh my gosh, that's also just hungry and sleepy.
Once he
When
eats, he gets
and
tired.
Okay.
He's like,
He's
like
like
a
Yes.
Snickers
So
commercial.
you better watch it.
Yeah, he's like if the 7 dwarves
Exactly,
all had a
yes.
kid together.
Mhm.
He'd be sleepy and grumpy and
Dopey.
I mean, y'all,
Dopey.
I mean, I think I've seen that though. There's been some mornings you're like, "What's wrong with you today, Squid? I'm just tired, or I'm hungry."
Mhm.
yeah, okay.
Sometimes,
Yeah.
Gotta jump them insulin levels.
Yes.
All right, Mama Squid, thank you, and we know you're busy. Appreciate it.
Bye.
She's so sweet. All right, for me, let's see.
This is for Squid.
I would say if someone were to ask me with Squid, I would say he's a POS. No, I'm just kidding. He's not. I would say your lack of relationships would be a red flag because you're later 20s. You haven't really had too many long-term relationships. That'd be concerned that this ain't gonna last very long.
Oh, good point.
Like not the fact that he hasn't had
No, he's
relationships.
had some, but
yeah.
they've been very short for the most
He's
part.
had no serious girlfriends that we've known him for like
More
couple
than a few
years.
months.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
at a time. I think.
That's fair. That's fair. That's
Yeah.
fair. Yeah, I've had one 3-year relationship, but that was part of high school and part of college.
Like as
Mhm.
yeah,
and
I'm
then
saying
1-year relationship, and that's it.
yeah.
Mhm.
I would say that would to me be like if I was a female, I'd be like he might not be serious about like being really with me,
Okay.
That's fair.
and also
Mhm.
POS.
That's fair.
You got two.
No,
You got two
I'm
in.
totally kidding.
Yeah.
I don't think that about Squid. Matt, what do you think?
Squid, I think you share this with me. I think your lack of energy, effort, caring on anything that doesn't involve your current situation or your rap career is alarming.
Alarming. So what do y'all do when y'all hang out? Y'all sit on the couch and fall asleep? It's like when Matt and Squid hang out,
eat,
they
Basically,
eat and fall
fall
asleep.
asleep.
Yeah,
especially if he's
yeah.
hungry.
They're like, if the remote falls on the ground, they're like, I guess we're watching this.
But, yeah, Squid, like we have a hard time getting him to walk down the street to do something for the show, but
Yeah.
homeboy will drive 2 hours for free to perform his rap.
Yes.
Right. In front of like 4 people.
Yeah.
That's valid.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very true.
Yeah.
Very
so
true.
maybe where your like priorities lie is a little shaky.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
situationally ambitious.
Yep.
Yes.
Basically ambitious in one area only.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fair.
That's a good one. Jason, what would your red flag be for Squid?
Situationally.
It's a nicer way I can say it.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah. I'll put that in my.
So
I'll
accurate.
put that in my dating bios on
Yeah.
my apps.
Put that in the weekly rap recap.
Situationally.
If you can work in situationally ambitious and make it rhyme, that'd be impressive.
Title your next single.
Yeah, situationally ambitious. Oh, that's so dumb. All right, Jason, what would your top red flag be for Squid?
Oh, I had two 50-50. I'm gonna mini. Okay. I think the red flag that I had for Squid that I have seen since I've known him is the fact that when we were in Savannah and we had our conversation together, he was dead serious with absolute certainty that the girl that he met for 3 hours is definitely one that he was going to marry, and he was distraught about it. Distraught about it. That how could she do this to me? She didn't call me back. She is my wife.
Why are you making light of my heart, Brett?
I'm not making it because at one point you convinced me. I was like, yes, she is your
You
wife.
convinced me.
Let's
You
go
were
get
at 4 in the
rings.
morning.
I thought she was the
And
one.
after thinking about it, you only knew her for a few hours.
Yeah.
And not even really not.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
one thing to be
Just-
excited, another thing to be like planning, like getting married after 3 hours.
And just
Yeah.
like what happened is after those 3 hours, you didn't realize this is what she could be and this is what she is, and she never called you. She ghosted you. You see, so do you see how that perspective is so off of what you thought?
Yeah.
You make me
Yeah.
and Jason, when we were single, look like we moved slow
Mm-hmm.
with how
Yeah.
excited
And
you
we
were, and
That's
we
fine.
don't. So yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have joked before that like when the lady in Cookout says "Shug" to me, I fall in love.
Yeah.
I'm like, have a good day, Shug. I'm like, oh my gosh.
And she's feeding you.
And you didn't have to make your own food. Oh, it's
I know,
perfect.
yeah,
So
it's
good.
Oh my
great.
gosh. All right, Katie, what's your top red flag
Okay.
for Squid?
Squid, I think your red flag is that you will tell anybody that you're with what they want to hear.
Oh yeah.
I think like
Get that. Oh
Ouch.
yeah.
Ouch.
like you
Yeah.
entertain Jason when he's talking about your 401k, and I know you don't care.
He does
You-
care.
I
He
actually do
did it.
care. I actually do care.
But
He
I
did
think-
it.
A little bit.
See, but not as much as you let Jason believe.
Yeah.
I don't think he
Sure.
lets me to leave.
Sure.
I always at like, do you hear
Yeah.
me? Are you listening to me? Hello. Yeah.
Then you're like a dad, and you have to say, "Yes, I'm listening to you," because he doesn't want to get
Yes,
reprimanded.
but then I hear through the grapevine that he actually did what I said. It was a miracle.
Okay, well, fine. But then when we're talking trash about whoever it is on that, you'll be like, yeah, and then like you'll throw in your thing, and then then totally flip when I just think that
Kind of a chameleon.
but also
Okay.
in relationships, I have seen and you've shared on the air that you're like, I will say whatever gets me what I want in the relationship,
Oh, yeah.
and I don't think that that's a good thing.
That's red flag.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, like the 55-year-old
Yeah.
lady.
Normally it's to avoid confrontation at all costs. Yeah.
Right.
But yeah.
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 Yeah, nobody likes. Well, I think most
Nobody
people don't.
likes
But
it.
yeah,
Yeah.
but I can see that.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, POS.
That's fair.
Again, I really don't think that. It's just funny to me. All right, let's see. Let's go to Katie.
Okay.
What would Katie's top red flag be? I'll just go ahead and go first.
Okay.
I think Katie, if she were single and a guy were asking me, "Wait, does she have any red flags?" I would say that she has a shocking amount of anger. And it could be about
That's a good one.
and it could be
Yeah.
about a myriad of things that don't even make sense.
That is so true.
Because she comes across so pleasant and upbeat, and you are, but pleasant, upbeat, and fun, and like, oh my gosh, she rolls with the boys and the punches, da 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 da.
Yeah.
But beneath the surface, a shocking amount of pure anger and hatred for a lot of different things and people.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That is
So that made me a little bit nervous. Like, does
Yeah.
she really like me, or does she freaking hate me? I don't know.
Is everybody else changing theirs right now?
Everyone's like, picking up their pins, scratching up. We all said the same thing. Okay,
Oh.
we did not collude ahead
Okay.
of time. Squid, what would you say your top red flag for Katie is if she were single?
I would say the inability to admit when wrong.
Oh, yeah.
Even
Yeah.
like today with like or earlier with the pop quiz questions, y'all been going back and forth on Tom Brady and Giselle, and
Yeah.
I feel like Jared kind of got you. He kind of got you. But,
I did.
yeah. And
No.
just the inability to admit.
No. I got her.
Because
They're dating.
the argument is so now convoluted that what we initially fought about is no longer what we're talking about. That is the thing. That's why I cannot do it, because we have lost sight of the original argument.
What, that she was hooking up with a jujitsu
Was
teacher?
that I said that I would admit one day if I thought that they were an actual couple. It's looking more and more like that, but all the other things, the minutia that come in, and this said this and that said that, and there's a sort like that's not what the argument was about.
This is
Ever.
example A. Inability to make
Squid, correct.
Okay.
Give yourself a ding, Katie.
I will not.
All right, Matt, what is Katie's top red flag?
Katie's impulsive as hell.
Yeah.
Yes, I am.
Oh,
Katie,
yeah.
we'll go out to eat, and Katie will look at a menu and be like, God, I don't know what I want. Nah, just take it all.
Yes. 100%.
We've all had either
Yeah.
individual
Yeah.
or collectively our most expensive lunches with Katie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
I'm like,
the
are you ordering that for
cheese-
binge?
You
Like, no,
should
for me.
For me.
See, when you talk about knives and dishes and stuff like that,
Yeah.
forget it.
Like, oh, this
Yeah.
cheese is such a good deal. I'll pay $150 for it.
It's true.
Yeah.
And we're all, well, three of us, I think, are very impulsive on the show. Me,
Yeah.
Matt, or me, Katie, and Jason.
Yes.
With 100%.
All right, Jason, what's your top red flag for Katie? And for her, you can do 2 or 3.
Nope. No. Unless, he,
kidding. I'm
unless he
kidding.
wants it in return.
Yeah, that's true.
My red flag for Katie also has to do with anger. It's associated with it, and of course, this is just my opinion.
Okay.
But I still think that it's the anger, the energy, and the jealousy that Katie has when
That's
somebody.
3 right there. That is 3 right there.
They're all
Be
synonyms.
prepared.
Okay, should I put them the emotion? I have to say what kind of emotion it is. I don't know what it is. It's all combined. with that.
You're okay, Mister.
I didn't
I'm
say
3
what it
steps
is
ahead.
yet.
All right.
I didn't say what it is yet. That's
Okay.
the one thing.
Okay.
Somebody already said anger. So, anyways, the anger, the energy, and jealousy that Katie has when somebody gets something they might not deserve.
Or yeah, they
Is-
do deserve it.
Sometimes.
No.
All right. To Jared's point, yes, they might deserve it, but to Katie's mind, if that person we think deserves it, she doesn't think deserves it, the amount of energy that she puts into that of being mad about it is shocking.
It's called fighting for injustice,
You don't have to
Jason.
explain yourself. Of course, that's where it goes.
It is. Just fighting for equality. That's all.
All right, and not saving the best for last, but maybe the most complicated for last. Let's go to Jason, the top red flag. I was going to go first.
Okay,
Get
go
mine
ahead.
out of the way.
Oh, you've been dying.
No.
No, he doesn't take joy in
I'll do the
this.
Jason thing. This is just my opinion.
Just my
I'm
opinion.
forced into doing this. Yeah. Would rather not.
And then snake in 15 different things.
If someone were to ask me, hey, I like Jason, I'm thinking about dating him, any red flags, is it his ability to make you feel like you're an idiot and worthless is top notch.
It's a skill, really.
Yeah, that's
So be
good.
aware that at
That's
some
good.
point in your relationship, you're going to feel like an idiot and totally worthless.
Yeah.
He didn't mean anything by it.
In my opinion, Jared, there's a good chance you are.
I know. I've felt that way. That's why I'm saying it. I'm basing it on my own self. I've never dated you. There's times where I'm like, I'm not an idiot. I'm not worthless, but sometimes I feel like I am.
And he'll say, it was a compliment.
Right.
No, it wasn't.
You're not a big idiot at Squid. I'm like, okay, that's not much of a compliment.
Double way.
That is a good one.
All right, Squid, what is your
He just slammed Squid in that.
top red flag
It was
for
valid,
Jason
though.
Goodman?
Yeah. I would say if you're going to date Jason, just know, even if you're at the most tropical, beautiful beach, laying with a drink in your hand at an all-inclusive resort, you will still be on pins and needles and anxious the entire time. Jason's inability to relax is unprecedented. You will never be able to sit back and relax ever.
My gosh, these are all accurate.
We know each other. We
Wow.
know. We don't like to hear it, but we know each other.
Even with me and Jason getting our Friday beers, he's still just on 10 about my investments in 401k. And by the time we leave each other, I'm like, damn, like I'm really financially in a hole. And then like,
No one does doom and gloom like Jason.
Nobody.
yeah.
Nobody.
Nobody.
There was something he said to me recently about something in radio, and then I think I went back and found like an email that he said the exact same thing like 7 years ago. And I'm like, okay, he's consistent with that.
That's true.
With that,
That's true.
Matt, what's a top
my
red flag for
gosh.
Jason Goodman?
when it comes to dating Jason Goodman, you need to be aware that he will proactively withhold affection so you don't get used to it.
Oh my gosh, that's so
That's
true.
a red flag.
That is so true.
I want you to get used to this niceness.
You got to keep them on their feet.
Like, I can't tell you I love you too much because then it won't mean as much when I do say I love you.
Yes.
So you're not going to hear it from me very often.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
you're right.
That in a relationship is a major problem.
That's funny.
That
All
is
right.
true.
And then Katie.
Yeah, Jason, you are so neurotic that you have the ability to suck any sort of joy and happiness from other people's passions that they no longer enjoy.
Enjoy it.
Did I do that with you with wine yet?
And my knives and my pans and any vacation I've ever wanted to take.
Right.
Yes, all the things.
Yes.
It's like, I used to love it, but now I don't.
He's like a
I can see
Dementor
that.
from Harry Potter. They
Just
suck your soul out.
right out of it.
All of those, I will admit, are the most accurate things you've said in a while.
Yeah, if Jason's not fighting back, it's pretty
No,
accurate.
those were accurate.
All right.
Yeah.
Like we said, we all, and this is just our top ones.
Oh, yeah.
We all have many, many red flags. We're imperfect people.
We only got one.
Yeah.